If you want to unlock the real success of your company, you have to put creativity in your DNA of the company. How to do this? I welcome Alex Inchbald. He is a business coach and creative artist here in the studio at Dukascopy TV. Welcome.
Thank you, Daniel.
So actually, what is it you do as an extreme artist?
So I paint in extreme locations to explore whether it's possible to be creative everywhere. In May, I was painting in Japan, Mount Fuji. In June, I was in the center of Moscow, painting the Cathedral of Christ the Saviour. And in July and August, I've been painting in the Alps, in Switzerland and France, the Matterhorn and Mont Blanc. And I do that in extreme locations because in the mountains, the weather changes really fast. And what I have to do is learn how to adapt to that. So every painting that I create in extreme location leads to an insight. And I share that insight through a video. And I share that insight through workshops and with companies.
And we just show some pictures of your work. So what are you doing there and what is your style?
So this is the Matterhorn you can see there. I was painting there a couple of weeks ago. That's Sochi, actually, just close to where the Olympics was run last year. This is in front of Mont Blanc. And I always paint in white, or the current series is in white. I actually had an exhibition in Moscow just recently called The Sixth Sense. And creativity comes from intuition. Intuition is the doorway to creativity. So I paint in white because it is about that. It's about accessing a space of peace. It's about accessing your intuition.
And about these series, the white series, you recently also had an art show, right?
Yes, it was called Sixth Sense and it was in Moscow. And I'm painting in white because to me, white is the color of peace and it's also reminiscent of the soul journey. Okay, let's move on from this work as an extreme artist to your work as a business coach, or you also say you are a creative coach. So actually, why is there more demand for creativity in the business and especially in leadership? So if you take great products like the Tesla car or microfinancing or the iPhone, these breakthrough ideas drive innovation, and that drives the market. If you think about it, creative companies outperform the S&P by 40%. Two products from one of the world's biggest companies represent 80% of their profit, the iPhone and the iPad for Apple, and both of them come from the creative genius of just one person.
Most important for success in business is a clear strategy and objective, rules, procedures. So all that like soft things, creativity, how can I really include this into the business? So are they right?
Yeah, they're right and they're wrong on this one. You need a very clear vision and you need a great strategy. But today, both of those need to release the potential of the individual within the company. Think of a company like a person. The head thinks and the body acts, and that's fine when nothing changes. But when everything is changing as it is today, you need to adapt, and that requires creativity. Creativity comes from intuition, and intuition is found in the stomach, gut instinct. So for companies to be world-class today, they need to get out of their head and tap into the creative potential which exists in the stomach.
So, and where does this creative potential come from? Does it have to be unlocked from a top down? Is it a bottom up approach? How to do it?
So it's about creating the right culture within the organization so that that creative potential can be released. Think about some of the greatest leaders today, people like Richard Branson, who's created a whole enterprise which releases creative potential so that his people on the front line can add customer value every single day. Or think about Paul Polman at Unilever, who's doing something similar by linking it to a powerful vision which is about climate change. Or think about Arianna Huffington at the Huffington Post, who is turning everyone into a journalist today. All of them have a clear vision, and all of them are releasing creative potential within their organization.
Thank you very much, Alex Inchbald. And you are also consulting companies how to unlock their creative potential. So what are you planning next?
So I give talks, I run masterclasses, and I also run workshops with companies to help change the culture. The big thing I'm working on right now, which I'm really super excited about, is an extreme painting adventure to Russia. When I went to Russia when I was there, I fell in love with it. It's such a beautiful country, and we in the West don't get to see it. So imagine for a moment me painting in front of Lake Baikal, or the Dunbai Mountains, or the Altai Mountains, or in Kamchatka. And imagine, because I film each of these, bringing the insights that I learn to life through the screen on a computer right next to you. And then I will also link that up with talks and masterclasses and workshops, so that each insight that I learn from each of those paintings I share with people not only in Russia, but around the world.
So you're really creating inspiration at your work, and also for people who are interested to put in more creativity for the leadership of their organizations. Thank you very much, Alex Inchbald, for being here today.
Thank you, Daniel.
And thanks for watching. Do make sure to keep clicking back on the Dukascopy TV website for this and other interesting interviews. Have a great day and see you next time.